got the juice in the squeeze. Double tap on the gram, I'm a tease. I got the juice in the squeeze. Double tap on the gram, I'm a tease. In the DM, he begging me, please. Like, Millie, just give me a piece.
Hey guys, if you're notification gang, welcome back to my channel. What's up, sis? If you aren't, my name's Mila and you're gonna get to know me. So today I'll be talking about 10 hair growth tips that will help you take your hair from damaged, dry, brittle, all of that, to healthy, long, flourishing, and just all around purty. So let's get into it. Tip number one, sis. If you don't do anything else, tip number one is like holy grail. So leave the F boys alone. Leave them alone, leave them alone, leave them alone. I had to throw this in as a tip because you know what? It just ties into everything that I stand for and that I've been vocal about here on this channel. So I'm saying leave the F-boys alone because when you're stressed out, your hair's gonna like not be in its best state. It's going to be falling out perhaps. You might have some thinning edges. You might have a lot of breakage. It's just, your hair health is just overall not great. And I know, speaking from experience, because I know that whenever I was in any type of toxic situation, my hair was not at its best state. Like, never. This is the longest my hair has been. Why? Because I'm sucker free. but yeah, like even when I was wrapped in toxic situations, my hair at those points in my life had a lot of heat damage. When it would grow back, it would just be uneven. My curl pattern would be messed up, and I'm gonna insert some pictures so you guys see, like, I'm not bluffing. And that's just not what you want, especially when you're trying to grow your hair, right? You want to make sure that you're not being stressed out. So whatever might be stressing you, maybe it might even be your job or something of the sort, pinpoint what it is that's stressing you out and handle that, because it's not good when you're trying to flourish and grow and you have things that are stressing you out, because it's just going to hinder your growth process. Tip number two, drink water. So I better not see anyone in the comments talking about, oh, I don't even like water. You're grown. I don't like that for you. You don't like water? How do you not like? Listen, do what you gotta do. Put some lemon in it. Drink some sparkling water. I don't know. I don't care. But make sure that you're hydrated, right? And I feel like water really solves a lot of your problems when you think about it. Just being hydrated, because your body needs water in order to consistently flourish. And remember, we have skin cells that rebuild themselves, and our body's just amazing. So you have to make sure your body is fully hydrated at all times. Water pretty much hydrate. So just like with your skin, it'll hydrate your skin. It pretty much does the same thing for your hair, and oddly enough, it reduces breakage and a lot of dryness problems you might have. So you definitely want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, which leads into my next point. When you're drinking a lot of water, you want to make sure that you have a balanced diet, or you're taking supplements, which is tip number three. You want to make sure you're taking some vitamins, or you're eating a healthy diet. So vitamins don't per se make your hair grow faster. However, if you're not eating a well-balanced diet and you don't take vitamins, don't expect your hair to be on some crazy type of growth, right? So I definitely recommend you incorporating some type of vitamin into your diet, even if you're not someone that's like, you know, health crazed or anything of the sort. I'm not saying you have to be a vegan or anything like that, but definitely eat your fruits and vegetables, because they have a lot of nutrients in them that help your hair with a lot of problems that you might be having when it comes to dryness, itchiness, dandruff, breakage, anything, lack of moisture, anything of that sort, right? So go to Walmart, go to your health food store, whatever it is, and pick up a multivitamin. And nothing too crazy, just a regular multivitamin, right? I'm not gonna make any recommendations because I'm not a dietitian, so I'm not making any vitamin recommendations, but definitely you want to make sure you're taking some type of vitamin. I can't speak on the vitamin supplements that are specifically for hair growth because I've never taken any of those. I know, like Hair Infinity, I've never tried any of those before, so I can't speak on them, right? I'm gonna group tip number 4, 5, and 6 pretty much into the same one. So it was supposed to be about shampoo, oil, hair mask, and treatment, but I'm just gonna pretty much call it your routine, your hair care routine. So you need to find a hair care routine that works for you. Everybody's hair is different. Everyone's hair grows at a different rate. Everyone's hair needs different things. Your hair may lack some things that mine doesn't. So maybe my routines don't work for you, right? You have to go through trial and error and figure out what it is that works for you. But I can definitely shed some light on some things that I definitely feel like work for everybody, no matter where you are in your hair journey. So when it comes to shampoos and conditioners, you definitely want to be staying away from sulfate. Why? Sulfate strips your hair of all the oil and moisture. That's why you find it a lot in shampoos, because shampoos are meant to cleanse your hair of any buildup and debris that you may have from products and whatnot. But sulfate just strips everything. And because it strips everything, that's why you want to make sure, if you are using shampoos with sulfate in it, which I don't recommend, you want to make sure you're keeping up with hair masks and treatments regularly, because that's what is going to put the moisture and oils back into your hair, right? The oysters, oyster, I think I'm hungry. The moisture, oils, and protein, because those are three things that are super crucial when it comes to making sure your hair has a healthy environment to grow in. You want to make sure you have an equal balance of all three of those together. In terms of oils, find the oils that work for you. There's a bunch of oils out there. I can't sit here, yeah, this oil's the best, this oil's the best, this oil's the best. There's so much oils out there, and we live in the age of technology. Figure out what oils will combat exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve on your hair journey, right? For me personally, I love castor oil. That is like holy grail, but castor oil is very thick, so it's not all the time that I'm going to be using it because it's so thick. But definitely when your girl's edges were thinning, like thinning, I'm talking thin like Donna Trump's toupee, thin. I was using castor oil in my hair mask to make sure that, you know, my hair was coming back thicker. It was growing back thicker than what it was before. Tip number 7. Leave your hair alone. Leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone, alone, right? So when it comes to styling your hair, I have noticed when you leave your hair alone in its most natural state, that is when I personally have seen the most growth. And you know how I rationalize this? Okay, so I'm Jamaican, right? You know, everyone loves, you know, dreads and Bob Marley and that whole culture, the Rastas and whatever. If you really look at someone, like find someone that has dreadlocked their hair but may have previously been doing other stuff with their hair, like maybe someone that maybe used to flat iron and weave their hair, a female or whatnot, and then decided to dreadlock their hair. You can't tell me that this tip right here don't make no sense, because if you look at someone that dreadlocked their hair, once they dreadlock their hair is the longest it's ever been in their life. Why? Because when you look at the whole anatomy of dreadlocking your hair, it's literally leaving your hair in a natural state. Like the real dreads, if you go to Jamaica and you see the real dreads, I think we call them bongo nati. If you see the real dreads that really dread their hair, like they don't go to the hairdresser to get to lock their hair, it just really grows like that from them not combing their hair. Crazy length. Why? Because it's in a low manipulation style. That's what it's referred to as. That's what the hair gurus refer to it as, right? You're leaving your hair alone. Too much manipulation with your hair, it's just too much. And a lot of times, especially as females, when we, you know, have our hair braided so tight and whatnot to put on our wigs and weaves, we're putting too much tension on our hair. Leave that shit alone and just watch it flourish, just grow dramatically. I'm telling you, me leaving my hair alone and not doing much with it is what has helped my hair grow a lot. When I was least concerned about, oh, how long is my hair getting? How long is it? Yeah, when I stopped caring about how long my hair was getting, look there. So me personally, I would recommend, in terms of styles, I would definitely recommend braids. I would recommend wigs. And when I say wigs, I don't mean frontal wigs, right? Because I'm heavy on the DIY, and I'm gonna be honest, I can put on a frontal wig to save my life. I can do it. I can do it. But your girl can make some clip-ons. I could bang a U-part wig. I know how to make a closure wig. I could do all of that for myself. And those are things that are easy to work with when you're on your hair growth journey, because U-part wig, put on, take a leave out, your little leave out, flat iron maybe, depending on what the style is. Boom, ready to go. Closure wig, your hair's already braided down. Boom, ready to go. Put your hair in some single braids for a month. I mean, I don't do it for a month because I don't like shits in my hair. I do it for like maybe 2 weeks or so. But you get what I mean. Put some single braids in your hair. Do some French braids on a regular. You know what I mean? And because I feel like frontal wigs have become so popular because everyone's trying to achieve a certain look when it comes to hairstyles right now, that's what's in, that's what everyone's gonna do. But frontals are very high maintenance. So if you don't know how to put them on yourself and whatnot, and if you don't know how to apply them properly, you will ruin your hair. Go look on YouTube right now. There's a bunch of videos of people talking why I stopped wearing lace front wigs, what happened to me after wearing a lace front wig. Like, it's real. Right? So everything is not for everybody. See me, like every now and then I'll put on a frontal, but for the most part, regular day, this is me, or my hair's in a bun, or my French braids, which I love all the time. Tip number 8, chemicals. Stay away from them. Stay away, because after doing a bunch of foolishness with my hair, I've definitely learned that chemicals are not our friends. They're definitely not. And, you know, I've done my fair share. I've bleached the middle of my head, and because I wasn't caring for it properly, I'm out. Gone. The middle of my head, you know. Because I don't know who told me to go bleach a blonde patch in the middle of my head, all for the name of trying to hide it from my mom when I was in high school. She definitely saw it, and my hair definitely dropped off because of it, because I didn't know that when you bleach your hair and things like that, I didn't know that you have to make sure you're keeping up with a very high hair care routine, because your hair needs moisture. You just stripped your hair of the natural colors, so you need to be pumping moisture into it consistently. And when it comes to chemicals, when you're using chemicals will change your hair texture, because I know for me, when I bleached my hair, that one block in the middle of my head changed dramatically. It was much different texture compared to the rest of my hair, and I was so sad because my hair started really breaking, and I had to do a big chop. I think that was about like 2016, right? And even after I did that, do you know I really went back to school? I dyed my whole hair red after that, like a whole fool, and that ended up breaking dramatically too. Like, it's just, so that's why I had to make a vow to myself and say, all right, Mila, no more dyeing your hair. If you feeling froggy, if you feeling a little ratchet, you want to get a little color on, a little 613, a little 99J, any of that, get a wig. Seriously, because guess what? You could pop it off when you're done, and your hair is not going to be damaged, and you won't have to cry and do no big chop or anything of the sort. Tip number 9, find a reliable hairdresser. After years of doing foolishness in my hair, I finally found a hairdresser that can work with me and my hair to my liking, right? Because it's not easy to find someone that can care for your natural hair to your liking, because I've been places where I went to get a wash, blow it, and flat iron, and by the time they were done, my hair only looked like it got blow dried. Like, no, you don't know what you're doing. So I've had to trial and error and try people out and not be impressed, and then find other people and be blessed, right? So shout out to my guy, Tony. He's been doing my hair for a very long time. I want to say maybe almost 6 years Tony's been doing my hair. That's a long time. And in that time frame of Tony being my hairdresser, he has been amazing, because there's been so many times where I wanted to, oh yeah, Tony, just cut a little bang, like I'm getting so bored. No, babe, no, that's just not what we're doing right now. No, Tony, I just want some streaks. I just want, like, you know. No, but babe, no, but why? No. Your hair's growing really nice, and just allow it, leave it alone, right? And that's what I needed at that point, because I was coming from doing a whole bunch of nonsense to my hair consistently, and my hair constantly breaking and not seeing any growth, to now where my hair has grown tremendously. And it's because I stopped dyeing my hair, bleaching my hair, and doing all types of silliness to it just because I wanted to look cute, because I thought I was a little baddie. Like, no, being a baddie is this right here, your natural motherfucking beauty. I don't care what no one says. You're not a baddie if you can't take off your wig and still look like a bad bitch. Talk to me nice. Tip number 10, the last and final tip. wrap your hair every single night. Get yourself a silk bonnet or a silk scarf, or if you have trouble wrapping your hair or remembering to put those things on your head before you go to bed, invest in a silk pillowcase, because ultimately when you're sleeping and you're on your pillow, your hair is rubbing against your pillow, and if your pillow is cotton, right, it's just gonna cause friction, and friction is gonna cause breakage, and we don't want that. We want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make sure our hair is growing consistently all the damn time. Not just, oh, I didn't put on my bonnet on Monday and Wednesday and Friday, but I'm gonna put it on the weekend. No, every single day. And you can't expect to see results on your hair journey unless you're doing all of these things consistently. How are you gonna measure your growth if you have nothing to measure, because you're not being consistent enough to know if any of these things are working for you, right? So make it a habit, come up with a routine, follow it, track your progress, take lots of pictures throughout, because you'll be amazed if you just stay consistent for even 6 months. 6 months, baby, that's all you need. Stay consistent with 6 months for your hair journey and trying different things out and finding out what works for you, what doesn't. And you'll be amazed at how much your hair will transform. And then do it another 6 months. Maybe you'll try some other stuff for the next 6 months. But I'm telling you, consistency is key when it comes to doing anything in life. You won't see results unless you're consistent. Don't believe me? Try it out. Don't take my word for it. Try it out, do your research, and remain consistent. I don't know if anybody is going to follow all of my tips, but if you are, let me know in the comments and show other people that my tips do in fact work, right? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, drink your water, eat your fruits, and mind your business.
I got the juice in the squeeze, double tap on the gram, I'm a tease. I got the juice in the squeeze, double tap on the gram, I'm a tease. In the DM he begging me please, like Millie just give me a piece.